It's the Binge Bomb Podcast. Whoa, it's time to talk about our favorite shows from all the streaming networks all across the globe, from Netflix to Hulu to Disney Plus and HBO. Get ready for fun and lots of show reviews. It's Binge Bomb coming to you.
Well, hello again, bingers. It's another episode of the Binge Bomb Podcast. It's Scott and Dale in the house. It's Friday, December 17th, and a little programming note. Next week is our holiday episode where we're going to break the rules like we did a little bit with Halloween.
Yeah.
And let you know, where you can find all your favorite holiday classics and maybe some new originals and where to find them.
Yeah, because on this show, we usually just talk about the stuff that's made specifically for the streaming services.
Correct.
But this time we might tell you where you can watch Home Alone.
That's right. They're all out there. Should we get started with some news?
We should, because it's been 2 weeks since we've been here. So.
I know, right? Yeah, we were back in we were out in Key West last week.
It was fun, guys.
And
hot.
I would let this show go away if I could just go back there.
If you just want to spend all your time in Key West?
Yes, it's so lovely. But let's get with some news, starting with Apple TV Plus. Apple TV Plus announced last Wednesday that it has greenlit a second season of its sci-fi series Invasion. If you don't know, Invasion follows an alien invasion through different perspectives around the world. And we actually have not started this because there were so many other things in front of it, but we are going to get to it. Mainly because I love Sam Neill ever since Jurassic Park.
Yeah, for sure.
I really, really, really want to see it.
Well, it's been on our list for a long time. And, we literally, we say this till we're blue in the face. We can't watch it all.
I know, but we try.
I do want to check it out and see what it's like.
Yeah.
We'll see.
The psychological thriller series Servant has been renewed for a fourth season. A Servant follows a Philadelphia couple in mourning after an unspeakable tragedy. But get this, they've announced this. The third season doesn't even air until January 21st of 2022. So good news for them.
Yeah, so you got 2 more seasons to look forward to.
Yeah, this is that M. Night Shyamalan series that's done well for Apple.
Lauren Ambrose from 6 Feet Under is in this. Rupert Grint, who was in the Harry Potter movies. They play a couple, and man, it is, just watch the trailer for this third season that's coming up. Super, super creepy. And it kind of reminds me of Hand That Rocks the Cradle, because there's kind of a crazy nanny situation going on. Yeah, super creepy. I mean, M. Night has always, this is his thing, right? He's had a couple really big hits, and then he's had a lot of flops, but obviously Servant's doing really well for him.
Yeah, well, I love this story. Servant was one of Apple's TV Plus's very early on originals.
Yeah, and it's based on a really popular book too.
Correct.
So it always helps.
Hey, this past Wednesday, Apple TV Plus dropped a little holiday surprise with a Ted Lasso stop-motion holiday short. Say that 3 times.
Yeah, it's really short, too.
Yeah, it's like 4.5 minutes. In the special, Ted searches for a lost item that ultimately leads him to realize the meaning of the holiday season.
Of course, because that's what holiday specials are all about.
Exactly. So get this. This is on Apple TV Plus. However, doing research for this show, the whole little 4.5 minute short is available on YouTube as well.
Yeah,
so that's where I watched it.
Yeah, so if you guys don't belong to Apple TV Plus, you can watch it for free on YouTube.
Yeah. I don't know if you're going to like it if you don't subscribe and haven't seen Ted Lasso, but you can at least give it a look. See,
I don't get it. I mean, I don't like Ted Lasso. I mean, it's not my kind of thing, but I know that it's super, super popular and a lot of people love it. If you like things like The Office, then you'll probably like Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Okay.
After an intense bidding war, Apple has come out on top over Netflix for a new detective series starring Colin Farrell, which is too early to say. Not much is known about the series other than that it is said to be a contemporary take on the private detective story.
Well, Colin Farrell has played private detectives in the past, so we don't know anything else about this. We don't know if it's going to be funny. We don't know if it's going to be really dark. Who knows?
I hope it's dark. I want some funny detective story.
I want something, I don't know. There seems to be a lot of dark stuff out there right now. So I'm happy with something that's a little bit lighter here and there.
We'll find some cartoons for you.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
Disney Plus subscribers who have an iPhone, iPad, or an Apple TV will have another way to come together with friends and family, both near and far, by viewing Disney Plus content completely in sync while on a FaceTime call.
Why?
If you have no idea what I'm talking about.
My question is, why would you want to do that?
I think this is kind of fun. This feature was announced back in the summer when they were telling you all the features about iOS 15 and it came out.
Okay.
If you don't know what we're talking about, Disney Plus has added the ability of share play to its iOS app. So what that means is you can do a FaceTime call. You can share or watch something with up to 32 people. However, each participant must be a Disney Plus subscriber. You just can't be calling friends and watching
and
something and not subscribing.
Sharing stuff with them. I get it.
Right.
I get it. I guess it might be fun for a 7-year-old to watch something on Disney Plus with their grandparents that live on the other side of the country.
I mean, this was a feature that was born out of the pandemic. So I think it had a place if it came out maybe a year ago. But,
but
I still think it's fun. It's a fun thing to do.
What are you doing, though? I mean, when you're watching a TV show or a movie, you don't need to interact with anyone when you're watching something. You should just watch it and shut up. Right? I guess I don't understand why someone would want to do this, but I guess I'm happy that they have it.
Yeah. And if you're
He's just looking at me like I'm dumb.
You just went off on a tangent unexpectedly. I didn't.
Well, because I don't understand why anyone would want to do this.
Just got very angry.
I'm not angry about it.
Jeez.
Does anyone else do this?
Well, so it's not Hulu, HBO Max, of obviously Apple TV Plus also supports it, but it's also, you could do music. You can listen to music together. It's all, and it's not for you. I'm not going to go into it.
It's a good way to keep your 6 feet of separation, I guess, from your friends.
There you go. Last on our news bit, Netflix has announced that it has canceled the sci-fi Western series Cowboy Bebop. I just love that name. It was knocked for its poor reception, pacing, cheap-looking sets and costumes. The first episode had 74 million views, and it just went way, way down from there.
So people definitely checked in with the first episode to see what it was all about, and I guess they didn't like what they saw because people didn't come back for any more episodes.
Right.
I checked out a little bit of it, and it does kind of look kind of blah. It's based on a very, very popular Japanese anime series. But this is live action. And I guess it just didn't translate very well.
Yeah, this was with John Choi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love him.
No, he's great.
Yeah. Harry Kumar and...
Harold and Kumar.
He's in those movies.
Yeah.
Unqualified opinions.
All right, so we watched something while we were away for a little bit. We did check out that new holiday movie on Netflix, Single All the Way. It was fine. I just thought it was cheesy and could care less.
Well, it's cheesy just like all the Hallmark and Lifetime and all the other channels that are now getting into this Hallmark Christmas idea.
I know.
I mean, I think I read in Entertainment Weekly that there were over 144 new holiday movies this year alone, sprinkled between even VH1 got into it. They have one. Netflix is the third biggest now with a bunch of these movies.
Yeah.
This one, Single All the Way, just happens to be a gay-themed one. Michael Urie and Philemon Chambers play the two lead characters in this one. But a great cast. Luke McFarlane is in here. Kathy Najimy, Barry Bostwick, who's been around forever and ever.
Right.
And then, of course, Jennifer Coolidge, who is in everything. On Netflix.
Everything.
And she's okay in this. I wouldn't say that I laughed out loud at her.
No, yeah, you're right. I think
they could have done more with her character.
I wish they did, and maybe I would have liked it more because when she was doing her scenes, it seemed for that little moment less like Lifetime or Hallmark movie channel, and then it went right back into Christmas time in a small town.
Christmas time in a small town with the snow and all the family members trying to get the couple together. Yeah, that's classic Hallmark movie. Of course, throw in the gay factor there,
right?
But it's not like, it's not like porn or anything. It's just, it's just like a Hallmark movie.
Why would it even be close to porn?
I don't know. I think that's what the straight people think gay movies are. I don't know. No, maybe not. Anyway, it's kind of cute. I think it's fun for the whole family. If you have a progressive family,
right?
We watched 2 other things that you didn't put on the list. I just want to mention really.
Oh, did I forget
quickly.
Some?
Yeah. I know there's been a lot written and a lot talked about the Sex and the City reboot series on HBO Max. It's called And Just Like That ... I did watch the first 2 episodes. I did not watch the third one, which came out yesterday. I will be watching that later today. I can't say much about it because there's a huge twist. And if you know by now, probably it's been a week. A huge thing happens.
Right.
I'm not going to say it because I've
been on the news.
I know, but I believe that they came out too fast and, within hours, Entertainment Weekly and Variety and Vanity Fair were talking about this, and it was right in the damn headline. And now one of the main characters from the show has got sexual harassment. I mean, they've been in the news like constantly this last week. Anyway, I dug it. I like what they've done. Yeah. I like that checking in with these characters in their 50s versus the last time we saw them in their, the series was, their lives in their 30s in New York City. So, and they're all back except for Kim Cattrall. And I like it. I like it. And I want to see where they're going with it.
It's got great reviews in the press.
Yeah.
Like it's doing well. Everyone seems to like it. I'm just not a Sex and the City fan.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Wouldn't appreciate it.
The other thing that you and I watched, and we
forgot about this.
Yeah. I know why you forgot about it because it was so damn short. We watched Mariah Carey's 2021 Christmas special. Now, Dale and I talked about this on the show before. We talked about it last year about her 2020 Christmas special, which we watched and really enjoyed. Great. It was a normal sized 45 to 60 minute special with special guests and skits and songs. Well, we pull up the new one the other night
and watch it
while we're making dinner. And then all of a sudden I turned to Dale and I said, "Why'd you turn it off?" He's like, "No, that was it.
That was it.
It's only 18 minutes long."
I didn't know that. I just assumed.
And it only has 2 songs in it.
Right. And she does not sing her.
She doesn't sing All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Right.
Right.
So going into this, I was thinking that it was going to be very similar to the first one.
Right.
What it seems like to me is that this was a piece of the 2021 and they just aired it.
It was so bizarre, and there was no explanation of why it was so short.
Yeah,
or maybe it was like just kind of like maybe they just got tired of doing it, and they're like, "That'll do. That'll do."
The set looked amazing. They had all this great stuff, and
so it opens with one big song,
right?
And then she stands and talks to that DJ guy,
Zane Lowe from.
He interviews her and her 2 kids for like 10 minutes. Then she sings one more song, and then it's over.
Gone.
It's so weird.
So it wasn't that great. It's not at all what I wanted it to be.
So we're not recommending it, but I mean, you could put it on while you're making dinner.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it won't kill you.
As long as it only takes 18 minutes to make dinner.
There you go.
New shows are coming your way. It's coming soon.
All right. This is the end of December, so all of our coming soons are for next year. The first thing on our list. Now, this is not a original. Right. However, this special is original. As a Disney Plus original. And what we're talking about is the Harry Potter, the Harry Potter 20th anniversary. Yeah, they're doing like a little special. It's only going to air on Disney Plus. Daniel Radcliffe is coming back. Rupert Grint, Emma Watson, and all the other players that have been across these 8 movies. And it's just there's not much known other than it's just a celebration of Harry Potter.
Yeah, and apparently they're sitting. It's kind of maybe a little bit like the Friends reunion that they did earlier this year on HBO Max.
Right.
They're just kind of sitting around talking about it. If you watch the trailer of it, though, it almost feels like it's a new story, but it's not. It's not. It's kind of a retrospective of the first 8 films.
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to nail down what exactly they're going to do.
Yeah, because they don't do a lot. There's not a lot in the trailer.
Right. But anyway, so if you're a huge Harry Potter fan, a fan of the franchise, this is going to air on New Year's Day.
Yeah, so that's only a couple of weeks away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
This next one got me a little excited.
I'm excited for this.
And I love the title. But I'm going to let you go with it because you're the one who brought this to my attention to look out for. And as I was watching the trailer, I was like, I'm going to dig it.
Yeah. So Netflix, starting on January 28th, we're getting an 8-episode series. Here's the title. You ready for this? The Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window.
Love it. Love it.
So the original title for this was The Woman in the House. And then after they filmed it, they changed it to this crazy long one. But it has my favorite person. You know that I love my Kristen Bell.
I do.
I've loved her since Veronica Mars. I've loved her in her comedies that she's done on TV. She's just and her movies, of course. I just love her to death. So she's starring with Tom Riley, and for Heartbroken Anna, every day is the same. She sits with her wine, staring out the window, watching life go by without her. But when a handsome neighbor and his adorable daughter move in across the street, Anna starts to see a light at the end of the tunnel. This is until she witnesses a gruesome murder. Or did she?
That's right.
Yeah.
And so when I was reading that, and then you go and watch the trailer, there is a small part in the trailer where the doctor is saying that don't drink with the medication because it can make you hallucinate. So I think that's what they're alluding to.
Right.
And
so is she really seeing this stuff?
Right.
Or is it, not really happening? We don't know. 8 episodes, though. So
I know.
It looks a little creepy, but it also looks like it might have some lighthearted moments in it, especially since Kristen Bell's in it.
Right. No, it looks great.
Yeah, excited about that. That's January 28th on Netflix.
That's right. And last on our list is coming to Apple TV Plus on February 18th. Yes, I said February. Is a new series titled Severance. Mark Scott leads a team at Lumen Industries whose employees have undergone a severance, which surgically divides their memories between their work and personal lives. So basically, when they're at work, they don't think about personal stuff, and when they're at home, they don't think about work stuff, I guess.
I guess there's a reason to do that so that you keep your employees on task.
Right.
Yeah.
But apparently there's something else sinister going on with Lumen Industries,
I'm sure
and
there
that's
is.
where Adam Scott's character comes into play.
Hey, great cast, though. Ben Stiller, Adam Scott, Patricia Arquette, who I couldn't love more, and Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
I mean, amazing cast.
I mean, I love Patricia Arquette in that Prison Break little mini series. That was an awesome series. Love that.
She is amazing in everything she does.
Yeah. So this is going to be 9 total episodes, with the first 2 dropping on the 18th of February, and then 1 each Friday weekly.
Yeah. It's super creepy looking. Very like the office where they work is like very like a white box.
Yeah,
It's just very. I don't know how to describe it. You guys got to watch the trailer for it.
Well, I think that makes that creepy. It's just kind of like in this very clean white room, and like and people act weird.
We'll see what happens.
Right.
We're gonna tell you what to watch this week. It's time for Up Next.
All right, here is what we think that you should be watching this weekend. First on our list is Station 11, the new series coming to HBO Max. This came out actually yesterday. This is that post-apocalyptic saga spanning multiple timelines, telling the stories of survivors of a devastating flu as they attempt to rebuild and reimagine the world anew while holding on to the best of what's been lost. This reminds me of like Walking Dead, but instead of zombies, it's a flu.
It looks a lot like zombies, and this guy you see in the trailer, this guy opens a museum called the Museum of Civilization.
Right.
Can I say that word? Where they have like Game Boys and all this stuff that they obviously have no use for anymore.
Right.
I don't know. I'm a huge fan of Walking Dead, but I don't know. Do we need another post-apocalyptic series?
Right. There's not zombies in this.
I know, I get it.
But it's like that rebuilding of a world that's been lost, similar to what I think of Walking Dead.
Do you want to check out an episode tonight? I mean, this dropped yesterday, so it's out now.
I've already put it on the list, so we can maybe check out at least an episode or 2. I always say you got to give it 2. We'll see if we like it.
Okay, we can do that.
Second on our list is Swan Song. That comes out today on Apple TV Plus. We talked about this. This is Mahershala Ali and Glenn Close. In the near future, a terminally ill man explores a heart-wrenching, emotional, complex solution to save his wife and son from grief by duplicating himself without them knowing.
And this is a movie.
Yes.
Yeah, you can watch it in one sitting. Yeah, this one looks really good to me. Obviously, creepy seems to be the everything that we're talking about today, right? I mean, I guess all the creepy stuff come out in December, not October. But yeah, this looks really good. Looking forward to seeing this one.
And last on our list is 1883 on Paramount Plus. It comes out this coming Sunday. This is the prequel to Yellowstone. And this follows the Dutton family as they journey from the east to the west and how they've become who they are on Yellowstone. Sam Elliott, Tim McGraw, Faith Hill, Billy Bob Thornton, I think. And why I say I think is because I was watching the trailer and they put out a new trailer. So I hadn't seen this before. And at the end, it's Billy Bob Thornton as like a sheriff. So I think he's in there.
Cool. Yeah, no, I'm super excited about this. I want to see Sam Elliott because he's amazing. And then I want to see what Tim McGraw and Faith Hill are like as actors.
I'm curious about that.
This does look very violent. But I guess the Old West was very violent.
Of course it was.
Makes sense. And of course, Yellowstone is very violent. So that might be why this show is in that vein, right?
There you go.
So none of this is very Christmassy, but we've got some stuff to watch.
That's next week.
Okay.
That's going to do it for us. Thank you for listening to the Binge Bomb Podcast. As always, if you like our show, be sure to rate us wherever you like to listen to your favorite podcast. We will be back next week with our holiday episode. And in the meantime, happy binging.